All right, 2023 real estate crash. We're only a couple days away from when I'm recording this, so let's get right into it. Will there be a huge crash? Home prices are already down 14% since 2022 per Trading Economics. Interest rates are over 6.5% for a 30-year fixed, and that's up from 3.325% in the beginning of 2022. So you can see that if somebody's looking to buy a home for 500,000, and they were getting 3.25%, their payments were going to be $2,000 a month, but now their payments are going to be over $3,000 a month for that same price to home. They're not going to be able to pay for that price home anymore. They're going to need to pay for something that's less expensive. Inflation is over 7%. I don't see inflation coming down in 2023 enough for the interest rates to be able to come down. So there's already a major loss of jobs. Amazon is cutting 10,000 jobs, Facebook 11,000, Twitter almost 4,000. DoorDash, H&M. These are huge companies that are starting to cut jobs. What that does for the economy is it forces people to, have to pay their bare necessities. They're going to pay their rent or their mortgage, or they're going to pay for, going out to eat once a week, once a night, for their luxuries, so you're going to pay your rent or you're going to pay your car. You're going to pay your mortgage or you're going to pay for entertainment. They're going to have to pick and choose. So these are just some of the industries that are going to be negatively impacted from the loss of transactions in the real estate industry. Of course, escrow, title companies, real estate agents, engineers, home builders, construction companies, even just handyman. The construction industry has been booming the last 10 years. It's been very difficult to find a good contractor or a good, handyman that's, reasonably priced, because there's just so much demand. And I believe these industries are going to be affected big time. These contractors that were charging, so much money and, basically choosing what jobs they wanted to do, there's not going to be that many jobs anymore, not like there have been. Of course, retailers, electronics, Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, think of all those. Anything having to do with around the home, think of, security cameras, everything having to do with improving the home, those are going to be impacted directly. iBuyers are out of the game now. So if you're not familiar with iBuyers are pretty much internet companies that, would buy a property from a person. Then they would go ahead and turn around and sell it, to somebody else through their website. So they were essentially outbidding mom and pop buyers and then selling it back to those mom and pop buyers at a higher price. Opendoor is probably the biggest company in the space. They recently laid off 18% of their workforce. They reduced their buying by 45%, almost half in 2022 third quarter. That's huge. OfferPad is another big one. They reduced their buying by 33%, not as much, but still a huge amount. And then Redfin, they laid off 800 people and they closed their iBuying business completely last month. Zillow has been out of the game since towards the end of 2021. So there's a lot less buyers from big companies out there that were bidding up these home prices. They're out of the market now. So there's going to be a drop off in the demand for pricing for sure. This is a huge opportunity in 2023 and beyond that we see here at our firm. There's a lot of flippers who were over leveraged, buying with the intent to, to sell in a short amount of time, to an end buyer who now no longer qualify for those homes. So there's going to be a huge market for that, but there's also going to be a huge market for commercial buyers who, we're looking to get into something value add. with an adjustable mortgage, and now they're not able to refinance, and they're not able to sell the asset, whether it's residential or whether it's commercial. There's already starting to be big opportunities like that coming. So it's important to pool your capital, pool your resources together, get informed, get knowledgeable, and manage your portfolio well, and with the intent to grow your portfolio. If you want to learn more about how to analyze deals, how to find off-market deals, how to analyze deals, how to raise capital from investors, how to pay your investors, then I have a free ebook as well as a financial model where it's plug and play. You can just plug in the income, plug in the expenses, and and see if it's a good deal or not. It'll give you the IRR, cash on cash return, equity multiple, all this great data that sophisticated investors use to be able to tell if it's a good deal or not. So whether you're an active sponsor or a deal maker, or whether you're a passive investor and you just want to get good at seeing if seeing the numbers good as well. So I'll drop the link in the description here, and I hope this was helpful to you guys, and let me know if you guys have any questions.